I'd like to start with some context. Nehemiah is a Jew and he is living in a foreign land and he is serving under a king. One day he hears Jerusalem's walls are destroyed and burned down. He is deeply distressed and so he prays to God. Then he asks the king if he can go back to Jerusalem and rebuild these walls. The king shows favor to him and grants his request with supplies and men. Now to the passage. Nehemiah 6, 1-16. When word came to Sanballat, Tobiah, Geshem the Arab, and the rest of our enemies that I had rebuilt the wall and not a gap was left in it, though up to that time I had not set the doors and the gates, Sanballat and Geshem sent me this message. Come, let us meet together in one of the villages on the plains of Ono. But they were scheming to harm me, so I sent messengers to them with this reply. I am carrying out a great project and cannot go down. Why should the work stop while I leave it and go down to you? 4 times they sent me this message, and each time I gave them the same answer. Then the 5th time, Sanballat sent his aide to me with the same message, and in his hand was an unsealed letter, in which was written, It is reported among the nations, and Geshem says it's true, that you and the Jews are planning to revolt, and therefore you are building the wall. Moreover, according to those reports, you are about to become their king, and have even appointed prophets to make this proclamation about you in Jerusalem. There is a king in Judah. Now this report will get back to the king, so come, let us meet together. I sent him this reply. Nothing like what you were saying is happening. You're just making it up out of your head. They were all trying to frighten us, thinking their hands would get too weak for the work and it would not be completed. But I prayed, and I strengthened my hands. One day I went to the house of Shemaiah, son of Delaiah, the son of Medabel, who was shut in at his home. He said, Let us meet in the house of God inside the temple, and let us close the temple doors, because men are coming to kill you. By night they are coming to kill you. But I said, Should a man like me run away, or should someone like me go into the temple to save his life? I will not go. I realized that God had not sent him, but that he had prophesied against me because Tobiah and Sanballat had hired him. He had been hired to intimidate me so that I would commit a sin by doing this, and then they would give me a bad name to discredit me. Remember Tobiah and Sanballat, my God, because of what they have done. Remember also the prophet of Noadiah, and how she and the rest of the prophets have been trying to intimidate me. So the wall was completed on the 25th of Elul in 52 days. When all our enemies heard about this, all the surrounding nations were afraid and lost their self-confidence, because they realized that this work had been done with the help of our God. One key verse I want to emphasize is verse 13. He had been hired to intimidate me, so I would commit a sin by doing this, and then they would give me a bad name to discredit me. So the lesson I get from this story is, keep going. If you turn back, you fell for the trap. Don't listen to them and don't be intimidated. And when talking to my friend Isaiah, he said, Nehemiah stayed focused on the mission. So let's stay focused on the mission. Hebrews 3:1. Therefore, holy brothers and sisters who share in the heavenly calling, fix your thoughts on Jesus, whom we acknowledge as our apostle and high priest. Hebrews 10:39. But we do not belong to those who shrink back and are destroyed, but to those who have faith and are saved. Let's be like Nehemiah and let's stay focused on the mission. Subscribe, stay tuned, and God bless.
Running in the race and I gotta not trip. I run, I got the grace and I'm running through it. I'm running to the